Today, I want to show you how to create your own virtual pet in Scratch. In this fun and easy tutorial, you will learn how to make a pet simulator where you can introduce, animate, feed, and keep track of your pet's hunger. In this tutorial, you will learn how to create and animate a virtual pet, how to feed your pet and keep tracks of its hunger, how to use a variable to make its hunger increase or decrease over time. So let's get started. So first I want to choose my pet animals. I will go to here, choose a sprite, and I can choose any type of animals that I want. So I want the hedgehog. I will choose it and I will change the background from here. I can choose any background, of course, so I will choose this one. Okay, and then I want to choose another sprite, which is water. So I will write here water. So I will choose this one. It looks big. I will reduce its size from here, from the size. I also want to choose another sprite, which is radio. I will put it here, and again, I can choose its size. I will choose another sprite, which is the baseball. This is the baseball. And I want to choose also the apple from here. So again, we can change the size as we want. And here I have a brush, which is I painted by Scratch. From here, paint, and then I paint my own brush. So let's start coding. Now let us start with the brush. Once I click the brush, I want the brush to move here. So how can I do that? I will choose when this sprite is clicked, I want my sprite to move to this position. So how can I do that? As you see, I have here X and Y position. When I move the sprite, the X and Y position will change from here. So I have this block, which is called glide. So I will first change my sprite to the position that I want, change the position of it, and then I will choose glide to X and Y position. And then I want it to move here. So how can I do that? Again, I will choose my sprite to the position that I want, which is here. And then I will go to X and Y. First, I will choose the position and then go to X and Y. And then I wanted to go back to here. So duplicate and okay. I don't want this again. Okay. So if I click this sprite, as you see, it will move, but for just one time. So I wanted to move repeatedly. So how can I do that? I have this block, which is called repeat. So I wanted to repeat like 3 times. So let's try that. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then once it's finished, I wanted to go back to here. So how can I do that? So I will move the brush here and then I will go to the glide again. So let us try it. Once I click the sprite, what will happen? It will go to the hedgehog and brush it 3 times and then go back to the same position. And now I want to play with my pet. So how can I do that? I'll press my pet from here. I will choose my pet and then I will go to costumes. So as I see here, I have different costumes. I have A, B, C, D, and E. So I will go back to code and then again, when this sprite is clicked, so what should I do? I will go to the locks and switch costume to, let me choose B. And then I will wait for just 0.5 seconds. And then I want to switch costume to another costume, so I will duplicate it, switch costume to C, and then duplicate it, switch costume to D, and then the last time I will go back to switch costume to A. So let's us try it. As you see here, it switched the costume. So I want to play a sound once it's clicked. How can I do that? So I will go to sounds from here and I can choose any sound that I want. I will choose squeaks. Let us try to play it. So that's the sound that I want. If you don't find it, you will go here and choose a sound and search for the sound that you want. So let's go back to the code. So when the sprite is clicked, I want it to play a sound. And then it moves. So let's try it. Okay, that's great. And now let's move to the next functionality, which is the water. So when I click the water, I want it to go here, and then the bit will drink water. So it will be empty, and then the water will go back here, and it will be full again. So how can I do that? First, when this sprite is clicked, so I wanted to move here. How can I do that? First, I will move the sprite to the position that I want, which is here. And then I will go to motion. I will choose glide to. And then I will wait for 0.5 seconds. So I want it once it's reached here, it will wait for 0.5 seconds and then it will be empty. So how can I make the glass be empty? I will go to custom. I see here two custom, A and B. A is full and B is empty. So I want it to be empty. I will go to the code again and then from logs, switch to custom B and then let us wait again. Or once it's reached here and the bit drink it, it will go back to here. So again, I will move the sprite to the position I want and then I will choose glide. And then I will switch to custom A. So let us try it again. Okay, it will work. And now let's move to the next functionality, which is the radio. When the radio is clicked, I want it to play a sound. So how can I do that? I will choose radio from here And then when this sprite is clicked, so I wanted to play a sound. So I will go to sound, and from here, choose a sound. I can choose any type of sound. So I will choose a sound, and then let me try bubble. So I will choose this. Of course, you can choose any type of sound that you want. So let's go back to here and then start sound bubble. And then I want to go to the custom, and as you see, I wanted to switch to custom B. So how can I do that? I will go to the logs and then switch to custom B and then wait to 0.5 seconds and then go back to custom A. So let us try it. So I want it to wait like 3 seconds or 4 seconds. So when this sprite is clicked, okay, it will wait for 4 seconds and then switch to custom A. Now I want my bits to dance once it hears the radio voice. How can I do that? So I am in the radio. I will go to broadcast from here. So I will broadcast a new message like dance. So broadcast dance, I will go back to my bit. So when my bit receive the dance, okay, what he will do, he will switch to custom like B and then wait for 0.5 seconds. And then again, I will duplicate it, switch to custom C. So I will repeat that for like, let me say 4 times. So let us try it. Okay, that's great. When I play the sound, the bit will change the custom from B to C. And now let's come to the baseball. So I want the baseball to move whenever I move the mouse. How can I do that? So I will choose when this sprite is clicked, move to mouse pointer. So now it will move, the baseball will move wherever I move the mouse pointer. And I want it to repeat until, so repeat until the baseball touch the edge. So touching the edge. Okay, once the ball touched the edge, I wanted to go back to here. So once it's touched the edge, I want the baseball to go back to here. So I will go to the motion and glide to X and Y. So let us try it. So it will move wherever I move the mouse, and then once I touch the edge, it will go back to here. And now let's move to the apple. So once I click the apple, I want it to move here and then play a sound and then go back to its place. So how can I do that? When this sprite is clicked, glide to this position. So like a glide, I will go to the motion and then choose glide to X and Y position. And then I wanted to play a sound here. I will go to the sound. Chomp sound is good. So go to the sound here and then start sound chomp. And then let us wait for 0.5 seconds. And then I wanted to go back to here. Go back to here. So this position, I will go to glide again, glide to this position, which is here. So let us try it. Once I press the apple and then go back here. So the last step is to set a variable called hunger to keep track of how hungry my pet is. So I will go to variable and then make a variable. I will call it hunger. So when the green flag is clicked, I want like forever. So I will wait for just 0.5, or I will wait for 5 seconds, let it, and then increase hunger by 1. So let us try it. It will wait for 5 seconds and then increase hunger by 1. So I will go to the apple, and once the pet eats the apple, we will set the hunger to 0. So let us try it. Now the hunger is 4, and then once the pet eats the apple, the hunger will reset to 0. And now our project is completed. We learn how to brush our pet, how to feed it, how to make it play, how to play a sound. That's all what I wanted to show you today. Thank you for watching.